Have you ever played with a untuned guitar? Well, I know where you've been. It's not always where you want to go. Sometimes you got to deal with the way things in life are. Alright, this is the sound of a guitar that really doesn't want to be tuned. About the only thing I can share as an upset dreamer, that life is treated sometimes unfair. Late last night, didn't sleep well. Something in the air got me sick. Plus health is not equal to wealth. It ain't my fault. What the heck, you can blame Andy Dilbeck and the psychotic bitch around here. What's wrong with fucking her? How come she don't tell the truth or even share? Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna need everyone in the world going with me against criminals, the sick and insane and insanity, people who live and have acted out on fucked up insanity. Yep. Here's the joke of the day. And like any other wizard or psychotic witch came back to life, or even your lord savior or something equal to that can help you get where you want to go. How's that? Now I'm going to act like a spiritual travel guide. Because there's nothing really else to do except worry, flurry, and laugh at you when you make mistakes because you're in a hurry. I'm not down here to tell you how to live your life, but I can, if you'd let me, make you understand. And I could share about the psychotic bitch over here forever and how she really is a terrorist and a foreigner and fucks up my life and picks on me for no reason and tells me to clean my room when it's already fucking clean. Well, that's just the way fucking psychotic terrorists and foreigners and evil women bitches are. One thing I can do is help you tune the guitar. That way, you too could be a spiritual superstar. But I wouldn't give them free. Separate yourself spiritually from insanity to be free. Slow it down here. The one person out there in the land of reality who maybe needs to hear something from people like me. Have you ever thought about that? That the world may not revolve around you. Thanks for being here and thanks for sharing. Even if you really not real or caring. Wish you were here, you could help me tune the guitar. So, this is spiritual. I really don't want to tell the truth and be honest and put this out here about the dream that I had. But here's the lyrics. It's something like this. The Lord, higher power, HP, took you and me to a place going through insanity. And it was wonderful because I got to get out of here, leave this life, and whatever your word is, right? So the lyrics were, I wasn't going to talk too much about these motherfuckers and their wrecks and how it really was their fault, and the insurance people and how they're way so fucked up to even be, that they really need to be removed from the earth. And then the coolest thing is the spiritual. You want to go number one in rock and roll, just use those words: the birth of the earth and now your worth, right? So oversharing is about how I was taken to a nightmare, and the rock and roll side of it is a jumbled wreck, and I could use lyrics in it, like I was sent back to college to see how everything was fucked up, and I was just a speck, right? And then there was some movements, and you can use travel and journey in your internal external journal and or your song, your lyrics, your words. And I was sent out of the end times, or the worst, right? And the where I really want to go with this song, with letting one of you help me go forward with it, is that the Lord tricked me to staying in the dream and blowing the nightmare away, right? And that was the key to the lyrics of non-insanity, right? And the Lord could lie, the Savior and the higher power could say, okay, look, yeah, I'm gonna die and go to Argentina or Spain or wherever, but I don't have to fucking be killed or kill terrorists anymore. And I was like, game on, baby. And I feel like drinking right after I would get an order like that, but I can't. Well, I can't drink alcohol. And the shit is so sick in the air from the Chinese. That's a joke. It's really from us, U.S., United States, right? And that's not funny for rock and roll and great rock and roll lyrics, but it can be reality about how all we do is kill each other. And you can put that, you can write that. You can write all my lyrics on your grave if you want to. I kind of had to do things like that before, as far as rock and roll and the freedom of speech. And that's not what we're going to talk about, because it's a touchy issue with a tissue as far as more recent assassination. But I do recommend and suggest sharing wherever you're at and what you really go through, because the most beautiful lyrics really came from reality. In the sicknesses of my past and how hard and bad rock and roll got, to overdoses and things like that, like a tour in rough spots in Germany. Our band drank, and I drank kind of past Oblivion Monsters of Rock tour in Germany, and I can't give the name of the band out till the end of the story to share. It's a true story. We had a band called Risk, and some things happened that were so traumatic I can't talk about it. I don't want to put them in a song, but you could say there was a act of insanity on my part. I was so drunk, and I had been to war so many times that I fucking didn't know what I was doing. And the drummer and the other band separated to go see the headlining band, and I was okay with that because I was so fucking drunk. I was like, fuck it, I'll just die right here. And okay, but this is going to be the wrong thing to say for one of you. In the wrong areas of Germany, there are non-terrorist towns that had got hit during the wars, right? But their shambles are really wonderful and beautiful, what's left of them, in some of the areas and going towards southern, Germany. And I was like, this is great. I could die right here. There's a bathroom, right? And no one would know. And I got into a fight, kind of, and I should have killed the guy. and maybe he's dead. And in the nightmare last night, I was trying to be happy. I got to go to a party, and I'm gonna tell a little white lie because it's just a joke about rock and roll and my songs. The people that know me in one of the songs, it's already out, but I got to go to a beach, and the greatest lyrics I got were from a guy. I had a stolen car from the Lord gave me from this earth down here, and I'm not going to tell you what color. And the Lord parked it by the beach. But the Lord did was so special, spiritual, and pure. The car was parked on the beach. Like, everyone knows you can't drive a car on the sand, right? And this goes to challenges with racing towards life, not death. Hey, the sun's setting. Do you want to go? When you're young and crazy, you're like, yep, let's run away. We're going to chase the sun to feel the sunset. So those are your lyrics, you know. And the guy, this is right for rock and roll. I fucked her in a dress and she was a hot mess. And that's just the issue, the truth about married people, the way they are because they wanted to have a kid. And then look what it did. So, but it was a beautiful nightmare dream because I was parking another car that the Lord stole from me, and He let me drive it to park right next to the car He parked. And as I moved, I was laughing because I was like, you can't drive reality cars in your dirt earth with worth in the sand, but the Lord let me do it. So He gave me the lyrics. As everyone knows, you know, I fucked her in a hot dress. She was a mess. Everyone knows those rock and roll lyrics. Anyway, oh, the for the predecessor in the one from them and then and going all the way up to the now and the one better than me, the lyrics will be going to a party. See how simple that is? You're better than me. You're going to a party. You're gonna make it, you know. And then this is oversharing about the overdoses, and you can buy some roses, you know, and have osmosis, right? But I can't give you what's gonna make you happy, but you know who can set you free.